This is the Action Movie Guys podcast, bringing you action movie reviews from across the decades, plus box office numbers and insight like never before. And now, your hosts of the Action Movie Guys podcast, Alex and Nate.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to episode number 182 of the Action Movie Guys podcast. I'm your host, Nate, and this is my co-host,
Alex Figueroa.
And on this episode, we already did our Spider-Man movie for the week, so now we're getting in the car and we're cruising with Tom through some Tom Cruise movies, some of his non-franchise movies. This week, we're doing a remake of a classic sci-fi story. This is Steven Spielberg's version from 2005, War of the Worlds. Alex, how long has it been since you've seen War of the Worlds?
When did the Blu-ray 4K came out? So
I believe in 2021, early, maybe?
Then that was the last time I saw it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, fun fact, I saw this movie the day I graduated high school. I went after graduation, and we went to see War of the Worlds, me and some friends, when I was 18. I saw it one more time, maybe 5 or 6 years after that, and I haven't watched it since. So, it's been a really long time. And the funny thing is, I didn't love this movie the first time I saw it. I was like, well, I don't like this that much. So maybe things changed. Maybe things did. Maybe it got worse. You never know. But before we get into that, let's go ahead and give some Rotten Tomato scores. You already know. We always do this. War of the Worlds. This is an interesting one, Alex. This is an interesting one because one of these scores is kind of surprising to me. This has a 75% critic score, which is not bad. I mean, it is a Spielberg film. It's mostly well received. 3 out of 4 critics liked it. Here's the one that's kind of weird. I always thought a lot of people liked this movie. This has a 42% audience score.
42?
42. Yes. So
wow.
I'm like, okay, I guess. I don't know what happened here, but apparently people actually hate this movie. So I don't know. I guess we're going to throw those out the window anyway. We're going to dissect it, and we're going to see if we feel the way the critics feel or the way the audience feels. So, of course, when I'm the host, you get to go first. You're going to be talking about our lead character. Of course, it's Tom Cruise. He plays Ray. He is a dad and a construction worker guy. So please, take it away.
I liked him. I thought he was really good. I thought in terms of the character, he was humanized in this one, right? Like there's no powers. Like the cool thing about this movie, if you really think about it, this is a very humanity. Like what will humanity go through if a apocalyptic alien invasion happens like in real times, right? I liked it. I thought he was good. He was an asshole dad. He was never there for his kids. He was kind of a douche. And I kind of like this version of Tom Cruise because he brings his A game when he acts. And I was like, I like it. Especially the scene when I thought it was fucked up, but I thought it was funny. When he did throwing the baseball and he called his son a dick. And he threw that.
Why you gotta be such a dick? He
Yeah,
throws it through the window. The kid moves out the way.
Yeah, so I thought that was cool. And they wearing Boston and Yankee hats, which is funny. I love the other scene, too, where he has the daughter. She goes, I want to go inside. And he goes, lightning doesn't strike twice. Holy shit. Because it used to say, yeah. So I thought that was fun. Very protective of his kids, regardless of how douchey he was. His instincts kicked in when his shit hit the fan. And I liked it. I thought it was good. Look, overall, he was a solid, fun character you could relate to if you have kids, because you do the same thing in that situation. And you see the flaw he had with his children because he doesn't remember most of the stuff. She's allergic to peanuts. He was like, for how long? She said her whole life. So you could tell like he wasn't paying attention much to these kids growing up. And the son, Robbie, was being a douche at the same time. So I gave him a 5. And let me just tell you, the kids were good too. I thought Dakota Fanning, I hope it was her name. I hope I got it right. She was
like
great.
Child actor.
Great. She was great. And then her brother, I didn't like much. He was annoying.
Justin Chatwin is that.
I wasn't crazy with the Chatwin, but I gave my man Tom Cruise a 5.
This is gonna okay. I like it.
No,
so this might come as a surprise. So I gave him a 3.
Whoa!
I gave him a 3. Now, don't get me wrong. I actually agree with the number of your points. Number 1, I actually think Tom's acting was good because you never see him in this kind of role. You've seen him be cocky, like Maverick in Top Gun. He's cocky, but he's likable. He's not really likable in this movie to me. Like, he's not a likable guy. You know what I mean? He's very short with people. He's not good with his kids. Here's what it is. And I won't get too overly deep here. Okay.
You might go,
but I might go a little bit, but not too much. But this is a personal, like when I watch it, like I really have a really good relationship with my dad. So when I watch movies where like the dad is like this with the kids, it's like, come on, man. Like he is horrible. He doesn't feed them. He just has nothing to eat in his house. He's like, just order whatever you want. I'm going to go to bed. I'm going to play baseball with you and give you crap, even though I've been absent from your life and I divorced your mom. I just can't root for him that much. I do think as it goes on, he's very protective of them. You know what I mean? I do like the ending with him and the son, like when they kind of reconcile when he comes back. And I like how over time, he changes. But as far as like a likable character, he's not. So I can't score him too high for myself. I see what you're saying. I do think it's fun to watch, but it's not like I don't really like it. So I gave him a 3. You know what? I don't remember him being like that. From what I remember, I thought, yeah, he just takes care of his kids. And then it starts, I'm like, nah, he don't take care of it. He don't even like kids. About to give his daughter an allergy attack. He throws the peanut butter against the window, which I like that scene.
I thought that was funny. Yeah. I thought that was like what is it called? Like an improv scene? Like he was supposed to throw it in the sink.
Just like, I'm just going to chuck this at the...
And then she got stuck. It's just black. Yeah. And you can tell he looked like he was going to laugh. But he
murders Tim Robbins in the basement.
He locked the
door. He's like, you don't want to see this. And he locks the door. I'm like, I don't know. He got issues. Anyway, I still liked him overall. So that's why I didn't go like negative. I just went 3. All right. Main villain, this being, of course, an alien race.
Yeah.
And they're Martians in every other version. So let's say the Martians. We'll just call them that.
Well, I gave those alien bastards a 4.5. They were good. Oh, they did good. They did good. I mean, it's not like, we're grading them on how evil they were. So if you really think about it, that's pretty much how we're rating evil villains, like how evil they are to
because they don't talk.
Yeah, so they were good. And I was like, these bastards are bastards. And you know what? That scene in, I don't know, it looked like a Staten Island. But anyway, that with the bridge.
In Jersey.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, with that bridge, that scene alone was like so awesome. When you see it collapsing and he's driving, the scene with the boat was even crazy. I like that scene. Anything with those monsters coming out, Steven Spielberg did a hell of a job. It looked so good. And I'm not big on remake movies. Like, I'm really not big on those. But this one did a great job with them. I thought the aliens were fantastic. Certain things I was a little like, what the F? Like the ending to this movie, I still don't understand. And not even now, I still don't understand how the hell their shields went down.
Okay.
I don't get
We'll talk about it in storyline.
Yeah, you got to give me something because honestly, all I remember is they put the grenades, it all blew up, and then the next night, the shit got all destroyed. I remember my wife telling me it was a stupid reason, but let's see if you tell me what it is, and then I'll see if it is. But anyway, overall, I gave it a 4.5. I don't think they were perfect because they do come out in the movie towards the 15 to 20 minute mark. But throughout the whole movie, it's Tom Cruise's family. So they're not here the whole time. Towards the ending, there were a lot of them. And I loved it. I was like, this is cool. But there was not throughout the whole movie. So I took points for that. So 4.5.
I'll give them the rest of your points because I give them a 5. I give them a 5. Everything you said is spot on. The one thing Spielberg does well, it's spectacle. And these freaking big, ginormous tripod things coming out of the floor is one of the best. I love that first scene when it first comes out and like the way the floor like goes up and then goes down and then it comes up and then it just starts turning people into dust. It just freaking shoots that crazy rainbow colored laser. It looks sick and they just turn into nothing. Yeah, I love it. And Tom's running, he's running. There's a really cool like long tracking shot of him running. Spielberg doesn't do a lot of tracking shots, but he does one in here and it's really cool. Of course, he had it in him. He just, it's Tom Cruise running. So I love it. I love the boat scene when they're in the water. I love how they look in the the lights under the water and stuff. And the big it makes like the whirlpool and then it comes out. Sick. I like the alien design. It reminded me a little bit of Independence Day, the way they look, like the way their head is shaped and their eyes.
Yeah,
they kind of look like the out of the suit Independence Day aliens. kind of similar. I do like the design in that they are tripods, and so their ships are essentially shaped the same way they are. It's 3 legs and like little hand things, and they look just like big metal versions of these aliens. So I do like that. If I have any gripes with them, I have one. Oh, also they take people up and then they turn them into fertilizer blood to make plants. Like,
I forgot about that.
Yeah, they're you want to talk about evil? They just pick them up, they suck them up into that nasty looking hole,
straw
butthole, and then they go up and then and then they turn them into red fertilizer spray. It's pretty sick. That. The only nitpick I have with them, and it's in the Tim Robbins scene, is like, why the hell do they keep coming in this house? Like, there's all these things everywhere. And then, like, they send the little arm in and it looks around and it sees nothing, right? Then they come in themselves, like 5 of them, for no reason, except that's where our characters are. And then they look around and then they leave. And then the arm comes back again. Like, you already went in there twice. Why do you keep coming? I get why they did it. And it's to make the suspense because that's where the main characters are. But I just think it makes the aliens look weird that they keep coming to this same exact one random house. You know what I mean? But minor gripe, I guess. I gave them a 5. I thought they were awesome. As far as an alien invasion,
yeah,
I love their strategy. They make like a rainstorm and then they freaking shoot down in the lightning into their ships.
That was badass. I keep forgetting that. I'm about to jack this shit up.
Give them that. Half a point. Okay, action scenes.
Action scenes are really good. I gave it a 5. Dude, they were good. Like I said, Jersey got demolished. Loved it. Freaking... I again, all the scenes were a lot of memorable scenes. Now, I've seen it fresh, but if you would have told me what scenes, I would have told you right now, the Jersey scenes of the aircraft crashing, which you thought it was like a UFO coming in. That was a damn 7 Boeing 757 crashing down on them. Loved it. I was like, that's pretty cool. You know, the scenes with the blood spilling everywhere. I was shocked. I was like, what is it? And it looked cool. I said, damn, that is a really cool design. The explosions when he ran up the son ran up the hill with the army and you saw that big ball of fire come out. And I was like, man, Steven Spielberg, let me tell you, he needs to dabble into more action movies because he does a good job with action movies. It's just that he doesn't tap into action movies. Like he's into the family adventure movies and not much action.
But he's not a straight up action director.
He needs to just try it.
Remember, we did all the Indiana Jones movies. They have some great action scenes.
Yeah.
Great set. He's a set piece guy.
Yeah.
Duel. But he's not a pure action guy.
Duel was good. That's his only action, I can say, purebred action movie. To be honest with you, it's a car chase.
Last week, Minority Report, it didn't have a lot, but when it was there, it was cool.
Yeah. So he has potential to do a one movie, like a one.
Ready Player One. We gave that up.
That was a high score. Yeah, so he's good in that. Anyway, that department. But anyway, I gave it a 5. I thought everything in this movie was awesome.
Yeah, I know me and you, we love us some disaster movies. This is essentially a disaster movie in the vein of like Independence Day, where there's aliens and they blow up, a hell of a lot of stuff. You know what I mean? I gave the action a 4. I gave it a 4. I gave it a 4. I agree with you. I think the action scenes are great. There's just only like 3. You know what I mean? Now, the Jersey scene is great. The bridge, when they first come out and then they're vaporized. And then you think it's over. And then there's like a second part to it. You know what I mean? When they take the van and they steal the guy's van. He did tell him to get in, though, not for nothing. He told that guy to get in. And that guy just like, no, man, you can't steal my. And then he got turned to powder. Should have just got in. I don't know, idiot.
Turned into Nestle quick.
Yeah. So, there's that scene is great. The opening action scene is great. Again, the one with the boat. And then at the end, you have like they're kind of crashing and breaking through stuff. All the effects they actually hold up really well. I think the movie looks fantastic, even for being almost 20 years old. At this point, the movie's 17 years old. And I think the effects look really great. I love the way it's shot. But just if there was a little more, I probably would have went a little higher. But this is really, really good action in little short bursts, I guess. So it's a 4 for me, a 5 for you. Okay, storyline.
I gave it a 4. I thought it was great. It was a great story. It wasn't boring. It was a dad trying to take the kids to Boston. That's what I got from it, right? Well, he's going through an alien invasion. That's really fun. Yeah,
mom.
Yeah, he's trying to take it to Irwin from.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That's Irwin, right?
Yeah, she's Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
That's the only 2 movies now that I see her in. Lord of the Rings and this movie. She didn't do nothing.
Nope.
She didn't do jack. But anyway, that's what I got from the storyline. But everything in between was pretty good. Tim Robbins was a little weird, but I enjoyed the storyline. It was okay. The son being annoying, he wanted to fight for the army. Fine, it is what it is. But the alien invasion parts was awesome. I liked it. I thought it was really cool. Hopefully you tell me how their shields went down during the scene, during this category. But other than that, I thought everything was well paced. I thought it was a very well paced, especially for a reboot. Sometimes they go, script by script, but this one looked like they try to make it their own. I haven't seen the original, so I seen it once, and it was a long, long time ago. So I really don't know how this compares to the original. But to me, it looked like it was a fresh take to that original story. So anyway, I gave it a 4.
Okay, we're gonna go a little bit opposite directions again here. A little bit opposite because I gave it a 5.
You're so backwards today.
This is great. We always agree so much. This is good.
Oh man, that's funny.
I think there's a reason why there's been about 10 versions of this movie made. There's been so many versions of the story told. First of all, you got the original book, the novel it's from like the 1880s or something. Like, it's been around forever, and it's never been out of print, by the way. Like, you could still buy this now. Any story that lasts 100+ years in print, you got to respect it. Then you had the Orson Welles radio version, and people thought it was real when they heard it on the radio back in like the 30s. They thought it was it was so good that they thought it was an actual alien invasion. Then you had like the 50s version. Then you have some crap knockoffs. Then you have this one. So it's been made multiple times, and it's a sci-fi. As far as a story, I think it's a masterpiece, because to have that longevity, I think you got to be great. You know what I mean? So I gave it a 5. Now, as far as the shields thing, so I think I know exactly what you're talking about. And it's the same thing that a lot of people complain about. And it's the ending. The way the aliens lose. So let's just talk about it really quick.
Yeah.
Because essentially they get sick, for lack of a better way to describe it, because of their immune system is not used to the germs and the bacteria on Earth. So it would be, to me, it's equivalent to if you, right now went to Mars and just try to get off and walk off. There's a good chance you're just going to die. If you probably can't breathe the air. You probably can't, there's something about your body that's not made for that place. And it's the same thing here. Like they just saw this planet, saw the resources, you have the opening monologue and they've been watching and blah, blah, blah. They want to take it over. However, the closing narration, it explains that, humans have been here for so long. If you remember, in the 1700s, you probably die if you got like a splinter in your finger because it will get infected and you will die. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Look at now. That doesn't happen, right? You have a lot of diseases the bubonic plague, it killed everybody. And over time, you gain immunity. So the point is that they came here, all this stuff, as soon as they breathed the air and walked around, and the longer they were here, they pretty much got everything all at once and they got sick and died. That is straight from the book. So, I remember I had friends who were like, oh, who came up with that ending that they get sick and die? Well, the original writer came up with it. That's the ending of the story. That's the ending of the book. So they didn't change it. They literally adapted the original. I don't mind it. It makes sense if you really think about it. It's not what everyone wants because it's not like America flying jets in and blowing them all to smithereens. Sure, it's not that, but it makes sense. As far as the shields, as far as I gather, I think the reason why the alien ships are that way, most likely there's some kind of, it's not just them like driving it. It looks organic. If you remember when they get sucked into it, that looks like, it doesn't look like a machine. It looks like flesh, I guess, for lack of a better term. So I'm assuming they are tied to the ship in that way. So if they get sick, the ship essentially doesn't function right. It doesn't work right anymore. And then the shields go down and then they're able to get blown away. So that's how it seems. That's how it's played, but that's the ending. And I know a lot of people complain about it. Oh, the way they die is they get sick. Well, yes. And it does seem logical in a lot of ways. So that's what it is.
Well, that's the problem that I had because it wasn't explained much in the movie. It's just the shield just went down. And it was like, okay, like why and how did the shield? Because once they put the grenade in and it exploded, I was just like, that
would make sense.
You understand what I mean? Like
why that one blows up makes sense because it went into the ship through that.
Right.
thing.
That's what I'm saying. Like that happened. But then afterwards, everything just started to fall apart. The plant started to die. The red vein started to die. Right. And I was just
But if you take the closing narration and then think back across everything, it makes sense. You do have to think back. You're right. In the moment, it's not explained. I agree with you. Like, they don't figure that out right away. And I don't even think the humans ever figure it out. But Morgan Freeman tells you what you need to know as the viewer. And then you can say, oh, wait a second. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, Morgan Freeman, but the best narrator ever. So
no, I mean, it was good. Like,
I don't know. Yeah.
I'm not trying to say like it was horrible. I just think that was like a weak explanation to the entire thing. It was just a little weird to me. I was just like, okay, like it just ended. Like it just abruptly ended. Like no, like
ended pretty quickly.
Yeah, it's a quick end. But anyway, that's pretty much it.
Sure enough. Yeah, that's what it is. Okay, overall.
My overall is a 5. I think this is an excellent remake. Hopefully we throw into our redo, compare it to the original, but never know. But yeah, I think this is an excellent remake. I think Steven Spielberg and Tom Cruise are a hell of a team. To be honest with you, did 2 good movies back to back that we've seen this month for the Cruising with Tom month. I like the action a lot. There's some slow parts in the movie, but it was actually really fun. Like the scene with when they took the van from the kids, from them. Very crazy. Like I was like, holy shit! Like he should have just plowed through everybody. But I mean, that's just me. But yeah, but other than that, yeah, I gave it a solid 5.
Once again.
Oh boy, here we go.
Once again.
A 2.
I gave it a 4.
Oh man, you are so wonky today. Lord Almighty.
Look, I think it's good. You got to remember, I didn't like this movie the first time I watched it. I didn't like it. So I like it way more than I used to, actually. However, Tom Cruise is too much of a jerk for me to like really root for that much. That affects my overall score. Also, I hate the Tim Robbins scene. It goes on for way too long.
He said, I hate
it. I like Tim Robbins like as like a paranoid guy, but that scene's like 15 minutes long of just them in this basement, like talking with this crazy guy. So I think it drags a little bit and it slows the pacing. Like to this point, you had momentum, right? Like the movie starts, there's a little bit of talking, then crazy action. Then they escape, and then crazy action. And then again in this house, and it just comes to a screeching halt. Yeah, and then
I agree.
You know what I mean? So that's the only those are kind of my knocks on it is really the main character. Also Dakota Fanning, she's really, really good in this movie, but she screams way too much and it's like really high pitch and annoying. So I can't imagine you watching this with like a sound system.
Yeah.
Because with my TV speakers, it was driving me nuts. So minor gripes, sure, but for me, an 8 out of 10, so a 4 out of 5. So I think our total might be close, even though we flip-flopped on a lot of categories. What's your total points?
23.5.
Oh, you were higher than me. Yeah, I'm at a 21 out of 25.
Yeah.
23.5 for you, 21 for me. I guess we agree with the critics. I didn't know so many people didn't like this movie. I think it's a really, really good movie and a great 4K, by the way. I know we don't always talk about it, but looks really fantastic.
Very grainy, which I liked it. I thought it was a good grain towards the whole movie. Very different. Very different.
Film grain makes the alien ships look cooler to me.
Yes, because they look that chrome looks like rusted chrome. Like it didn't look like. I think if they would have removed the grains, I think the movie would have felt. You could see a lot of the CGI flaws. I think because of the
smooth.
Yes, I think because of the grains, the aliens look way better. Like a lot better. And I forgot even to bring this up. I love the scenes that they talk direct the first point of view when they're looking at the camera. Like Tom Cruise is looking at the camera, he's talking to it. Then Dakota Fanning is talking to her dad.
Oh, they're talking to each other, but it plays it.
The first point of view, like the Silence of the Lamb. I mean, first person.
Spielberg did some stuff in this movie, and as far as his directing goes, that like again, he has a tracking shot in here, which he doesn't really do normally. So he did some things, he get older and he tries new stuff and you got to respect it. But anyway, so 23.5 for you, 21 for me. We enjoyed it. Now, next week, I should say, next episode, we will be switching up our Spider-Mans. We're going to be doing a little bit of The Amazing Spider-Man starring Andrew Garfield, directed by Mark Webb. No more Sam Raimi. No more Tobey Maguire. No more Kirsten Dunst. Thank God.
Question. Did Mark Webb the one who did Tom Holland? Or
no.
Who's the one?
So you got Mark Webb did Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2.
Okay.
And then the John Watts did all 3 of the Tom Hollands.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, so there have been 7 Spider-Man movies we're going to be covering and only 3 directors. Same guy directed each series pretty much. They never switched mid-series, which is interesting.
Kind of worked though.
Compared to it's cohesive. It makes each one cohesive. And then our next Tom Cruise movie. Now, I don't know if you've seen this one.
Uh-oh.
This is a fun one, Alex. I think you're gonna have a good time with this one if you've never seen it. This stars Tom Cruise, of course, Cameron Diaz.
Nope. That's it.
Nope.
Once you said her name, I already know. Like, it's gonna be a no.
This is directed by James Mangold, who I know you like because he directed 3:10 to Yuma, Copland, Logan.
And Indiana Jones 5.
Yeah, James Mangold. He's a good, solid director. It's a little action comedy movie called Night and Day. Never seen it? No. All right. Well, we're going to be watching Night and Day. I saw this at the theater. I remember what I thought about it then. So I'm looking forward. I have not watched this in 10 plus years. And I know one of our listeners, I know Tony Movie Chappie, he loves this movie. Don't let that sway you, because I know sometimes he likes funny movies, but
I'm afraid with him.
Don't let it.
I'm afraid with him. He liked Alien versus Predator Requiem, so I don't know.
This is not one of his hot take movies.
Okay,
This is just, I guess it's a regular one. So we're going to be doing Amazing Spider-Man, Night and Day. It's going to be a blast. So that's what we got coming up.
Oh, there you have it, guys. If you want to follow us on our social media accounts, please follow Nate over on Instagram at NateFlix Reviews. Check out the podcast with him and his friends called NateFlix Movie Reviews. Anything action movie, guys, head over to youtube.com/Geeks and Flicks for the video versions of the podcast, or head to our official website at www.geeksandflicks.com for the podcast. You have the audio video versions, then you have the merch store, you have t-shirts for the action movie guys and Geeks and Flicks. Other than that, that is your host,
Nate from NateFlix Reviews.
I'm his co-host, Alex Figueroa. Be awesome to each other and geek out.